If you are trying to heal your anxiety and things feel worse than before, I want to share 7 signs that you are actually healing from it, even when it doesn't feel like it. Because you might actually be on the right path without you even realizing it. I'm not a doctor or a therapist, but I've lived with anxiety for 15 years and I've tried everything. And the only way I was able to heal was to go into my body and allow myself to feel the sensations. And when I decided to do that, something weird happened. My anxiety got worse. It spikes even more. And it freaked me out. I thought I was doing things wrong, but I wasn't. I was actually healing from it. What's happening is that when you have been suppressing anxiety for years, when you have been constantly fighting it or distracting it, you have built up this massive block of unprocessed stress and emotion, and your nervous system has been holding up all of this tension and it is waiting for a safe moment to release it. And when you finally allow yourself to feel these intense physical symptoms, your nervous system is like, oh, we think we're actually safe, so we need to release all these emotions. So it's decided to release all these amped up tensions. And that's why it feels so scary and overwhelming. But it does not mean that you are regressing it. You are actually healing. It is like a pressure cooker that's been building up steam for several hours. And when you decided to open the valve, and everything just come out rushing at once. I really want you to understand that you are not getting worse. Your nervous system is just releasing all these unprocessed traumas and emotions. Sign number 2, you feel more intense emotion. When I was deep in anxiety, I didn't feel anything at all, apart from stress and exhaustion. And most of the time, I was just numb of everything. But as I start to heal, I began to feel everything, the sadness, the anger, the grief, and it felt scary. Because for me, feeling numb felt safer than feeling all these emotions. The reason you feel numb most of the time is when you're in survival mode for a long period of time, your nervous system turns volume down for everything to focus only on survival because it cannot handle all the intensity. But as you start to heal, the volume will back up again and you will feel more emotion. You will feel emotions that you have never felt before. And it can be overwhelming. And I don't want you to freak out like I did in the past. You will be suddenly crying more. You may feel a lot of grief or you may feel a lot of anger. I don't want you to suppress them. I don't want you to run away from them. I want you to feel them because feeling is the only way you heal it. Sign number 3, you start to notice things instead of fixing things. For years, my automatic response to any intense painful physical symptoms was to fix it. If I felt like my heart was racing, I needed to do deep breaths. If I feel like I had anxious thoughts, I need to analyze them, I need to fix them, stuff like that. I was basically in this fixing mode and I thought I was doing the right thing. But as I start to heal, I start to just notice the sensation instead of fighting them because I see those symptoms as what they are. I lost that fear and I didn't have the need to fix them. I knew that I didn't need to do anything. I knew those symptoms will pass on their own. So if you find yourself noticing the sensations without immediately reaching for the coping tools, that doesn't mean you have this complacency or you're feeling numb. That is a sign that you're healing because your nervous system has learned that feeling physical symptoms doesn't mean you have to panic. Sign number 4, your identity will shift. This is a big one, and I wish someone had told me earlier. Once you have recovered from anxiety, you are not going back to your old self. I know this is not something that you want to hear. You may be thinking that once you have recovered, you are going to be your old self again, your old self who didn't have any stress, who didn't have any worries, who was just carefree and relaxed. But that's not how healing works. Healing doesn't go backwards, it goes forward with growth. You're going to be someone better, someone different. But before you get to that point, you will be in this weird in between state where you are not the anxious person you once before, and you're not sure that what kind of person you are becoming. And it can be very frustrating and it can feel quite uncertain. But it is okay. It is part of the process. Right now, you are in transition, and transition feels messy. Sign number 5, you will start to crave more alone time. For years, I chased people. because that's what felt safe to me. Because being alone meant I had to face all these uncomfortable sensations, and I didn't feel safe when I was alone. So I just chased people, and I thought that was normal. But now, I crave more alone time. I intentionally isolate myself from everyone. It's not like I have social anxiety or anything. I have no problem with that. But I just crave solitude and alone time. Being alone doesn't scary for me anymore. And it feels so much peace. That shift from feeling like, oh, I can't be alone to, okay, I can be alone. It is a sign that your nervous systems finally start to feel safe to be yourself again. You're not running or chasing anymore. You're just being content. Sign number 6, you don't analyze anymore. I used to analyze every single sensation I used to feel. It was like, why am I feeling this way? Why was I thinking about these things? What am I supposed to do? I should be doing this. I should be doing that. Every single thing. I was really nitpicky about that. But as I was healing, that constant analysis mode fade away. It's not like I was avoiding or suppressing anything. I just didn't feel the need to overanalyze every single thing that I feel. I knew that I was safe. I knew that I don't need to do anything. So I just let it all go. Just accept everything. It's not like I was giving up and feeling like a loser. I just let go of everything. I was totally in acceptance of anything that I was feeling because I have total confidence in myself that those symptoms will pass on their own. And lastly, sign number 7, your intuition will become your superpower. When you are deep in anxiety, it is very hard to tell the difference between your intuition and your fear because everything feels like a threat to you. Because everything feels like a warning, everything feels like a threat, everything feels urgent. But as you start to heal, you start to feel different. You will start to notice a difference in when things are just feeling off, whether it is just an anxiety noise. Your intuition becomes clearer, and you will see that it will become your greatest strength. Because instead of second guessing every single action that you do, you start to believe in yourself. You start to trust yourself in your ability to do things. And I really want you to understand that healing is not like this smooth linear translation. It is messy. It is like a wave. Everything feels like a setback, but it is not. Every time you feel the sensation, you are healing it. Healing is about feeling the discomfort, and you will feel bad before you feel better. I really hope you enjoy watching this video. And if you enjoy it, consider subscribing and liking. Thanks for watching, guys.